Today we have got a massive 20 card CGC submission return. We've got some great grades in this. I've already had a look at the grades because I just wanted to check everything's there, but we are in for a treat. Let's take a look and see what we've got. So I sent my submission off with Pokebros or the No Kings. They have a grading card service where they act as a middleman to send cards to PSA, CGC. I'll leave a link to the description down below to their channel and to their store. Please check them out because they were fantastic in providing updates for the submission, and they updated literally every step of the way. Very good, highly recommend them, and they're amazing Pokemon creators as well, so go check them out. Go, go, go. Right, let's get into the submission. So I can't actually get the big box on the camera, but we have some lovely 20 cards here. I can't actually get the box on my setup, so what we have to do is slightly different to how we normally do a returns video, but let's just go through them one by one. So first up, we have a Team Rocket's Mimikoo GX. Obviously Japanese promo card, we didn't see this in English, and we got that in a grade mint 9, which is a very good grade actually. This is a card that I actually just got off on eBay because I actually love the artwork for it. It's such nice art. It's a shame we haven't got it in English, and I can just see my reflection in the card there, so hello. But we got a 9.5 on centering, 8.5 on surfaces, a 10 on corners, and a 9.5 on edges. So very good overall subgrades there. I love that. Love that card. One of my favourite cards in Japanese, actually, funny enough. Moving on from our Team Rocket's Mimikoo, we have the Metagross GX Hidden Fates promo. And I sent off 2 of these, and the first one actually came back in a 9, so that's not too bad. 9s for surface, centering, and corners, and a 9.5 for edges. Metagross has to be one of the best shinies around, and I absolutely love this card. Look at the pattern in the slab. CGC slabs are such higher quality than what Ace is. I feel like CGC is what Ace was trying to be like, because their slabs are just so much nicer. So I mentioned we sent off 2 of the Metagross GXs, and we have the second one here. The second one actually came back in a 9.5, so that's actually better grade than the first one. So 9.5s in surface and centering, and then 10s for corners and edges. Only one 10 grade off being the, was it Pristine 10? So that is the closest we've gotten to a 10 so far in CGC. I'm just going to keep changing the card on the plinth at the moment until we get one that we feel like it needs to be centre stage out of the grades. So we have the Sandaconda V. So this is for the Japanese promo. You got this for buying booster boxes of Jet Black and what's the other one? The Ice. What would be Ice Rider's equivalent? Silver Lance, that's it, but we get a 9.5 on the Sandaconda V. I love these cards. I am ultimately kind of upset these did come to English in Fusion Strike, because I love the fact that these were exclusive for quite a period of time. But we got a 9.5 on centering, a 10 on surfaces, a 9 for corners, and a 9.5 on edges. So very good grades there actually. I'm going to leave Metagross there for a moment because I feel like that's the closest we've gotten to the 10. So after Sandaconda, you obviously guess what's going to be next. We have the Celebi V from Jet Black and Silver Lance, the promo selection. Look at this way it shines, this card in this slab. Oh, absolutely beautiful. And it comes back in a mint 9.5. 9 on centering, 10 for surface and edges, and a 9.5 on the corners. Absolutely beautiful card. I think one of my favourite cards from last year actually is this card. It's just so nice. May have to get one to send off to Ace for the Ace label, but this is a beautiful, beautiful card. So now we have Gengar V-Max from the Japanese high-class decks. Gengar being my favourite Pokemon, and I think this might be on the plinth for a while, because we got a perfect 10. 10s all round. Can't get better than that, honestly. When I saw this, I was over the moon. Now, when the Pokebros said that one of the submissions came back as a perfect 10, I was praying it was going to be one of my Gengars. I've sent 2 Gengars off, and the Gengar V-Max from the high class deck, just the normal Gengar V-Max, came back as a perfect 10. I'm so happy with that grade. It's just a shame they don't do like a BGS black label, because that would be brilliant. So now we actually have one of the cards that my mum actually found. I stopped collecting when I was around 16 or 17 and got back into collecting during the pandemic. And my mum found 2 cards that I sent off in the submission in a drawer. So we have a Hitmonchan EX from Ruby and Sapphire, and we get a near mint 7 on an almost 20-year-old card. I am happy with that. We got a 9 for centering, 7 for surfaces, 7.5 for corners, and a 7 for edges. So 10-year-old Scott looked after his cards, evidently. I love EX cards. The silver hollow border is absolutely amazing. Beautiful card. So we had the Hitmonchan. Now it's time for the second card that my mum had found in the drawer, and that is a Sneasel EX. And that actually came back in a better grade as a 7.5. 9 for centering, 7 on surfaces, and 8s on edges. Now, the surface grade has let us down here because it could have been an 8 grade, but you can only be graded half a point higher than your lowest subgrade. So that's why that got a 7 and not an 8. If it was a 7.5, it would have been graded as an 8. But I'm still more than happy with that. 20-year-old cards coming back in 7s, and ones that I didn't particularly look after that well. I'm more than happy with that. So now here we have another card that I actually pulled on the channel. I pulled it and it was a duplicate, so I just thought I'm just going to send this off, and maybe there may be a giveaway coming out of this video soon. It will be posted on my Twitter. If I do one, I've got to decide what card I want to give away yet. But this is in the contention for one of them. So Snorlax Vmax from Sword and Shield, and it comes back as a 9. Again, the centering has let us down on that one. Why has the centering let us down? Looks alright, unless the back is... Oh, the back is a lot more off than the front is. So yeah, I can see why that's gotten a 8.5 on centering, but 9.5 on surfaces, 10 on corners, and a 9.5 on edges. It's not a bad grade, just the centering of the card has let us down there. So halfway through our submission, and now we have a Zamazenta V from the Sword and Shield Ultra Premium Collection, the first ones, not the Celebrations one, and it comes back in a 9. So 8.5 on centering, 9.5 on surfaces, 9.5 on corners, and a 10 on edges. Even to get a 10 on subgrades is actually really rare at CGC, and we've got a fair few of them in this submission so far. Nothing is to remove Gengar VMAX yet, but I don't think anything will, to be honest. Such a nice card and such a good grade. But now we have the Neo 2 file, I think it's Neo 2? Reverse Hollow, Entei. Look at the pattern, look at the sparkle on that reverse hollow, and there's a tiny, tiny swirl at the bottom, half a swirl, and we get an 8.5 for this Entei. Yeah, Neo 2, I knew it was Neo 2. Surfaces let us down there. If it was an 8.5, it would have actually been in... No, it would have stayed in 8.5. So we've got 9 for centering, 8 for surfaces, 8.5 for corners, and 9 for edges. Very good grade there, though, considering that is over a 20-year-old card. Came out in 2000. Right, so we saw Zamazenta earlier. Now we have Zacian V from the Sword and Shield Ultra Premium Collection. I actually sent off 2 of these, so one of these cards is also in a contender for big giveaway. I've just got to decide. Who knows, I might do multiple giveaways eventually and just give away loads of cards. But we got a 9 on our first Zacian V with an 8.5 on the centre, and it is very heavy on the left, a 9.5 on surfaces, a 9.5 on corners, and a 10 for edges. So that actually came back almost as a 9.5 if that was just a 9. So not too bad. Very good grades overall actually still though. So far the lowest grade we've had is a 7, so not too bad. And here is the second Zacian V, and that also came back as a 9, but this has got 2 10 grades and a 9.5 grade. Centering has let us down there. Similar situation as the first one, heavy left border. But 2 10s and a 9.5 on the subgrades. That is very good. Right, I believe I may have pulled this on the channel as well. A Ho-Oh GX from Hidden Fates, and that came as a 9.5. So we got centering is a 9, surfaces is a 9.5, corners is a 10, and edges is 9.5. So very good grades. Lovely card. Ho-Oh is a lovely shiny. I'm surprised they didn't put Lugia in, but I guess we've had shiny Lugia before, but we've also had shiny Ho-Oh before. Just an odd choice to put Ho-Oh and not Lugia in. Lugia is a very popular Pokemon, so that would have been a much bigger chase card as well. But very good grades, I'm happy with that. I believe this is a card we have pulled on the channel as well. So, and I think this is going to be the final contender for a giveaway, because I have 2 of the illustration Charizards. The first one came back in a 9.5. It came with 2 9.5 subgrades in centering and edges, so only 1.5 grade off of being a pristine 10. We were getting close to it. We got 1 perfect 10. So we have centering and edges 9.5 and surface and corners as the 10. That's big. That is big. I love this artwork. It's such nice artwork. And then the second illustration Charizard also came back in a 9.5. Not as high subgrades though. 9 on centering and then 3 9.5 subgrades, whereas the other one got 2 10 subgrades. But very beautiful card nonetheless. I'm happy to have them in my thing. So that is, I believe, all the selections for the giveaway. We have 2 Charizards, 2 Zacian Vs, and the Snorlax, I believe. So I'm going to leave that up to you guys. What would you like me to give away? Let me know in the comments down below what card you would like to see as a giveaway. The winner may get chosen for a giveaway. I'm still going to have the final decision, but who knows. Next up, we have a beautiful Soto Pikachu from the Pika Pika promo with the Pikachus hiding in the little tree there, and that came back as a 9.5 across the board. Every subgrade coming back as a 9.5. Beautiful holo grade. I wasn't lucky enough to pull the Pikachu V-Max from my Pika Pika promo campaign, but I'm happy with that nonetheless. 3 cards to go, and following on from that Pikachu, we have a Pikachu V-Max from Amazing Volt Tackle. Oh, love this chunky boy. We recently had a feature Fridays where I showed off my Rainbow Pikachu V-Max from Vivid Voltage, and here it is in a non-rainbow version in Japanese, and that came back as a 9.5 with 2 10 subgrades, corners and edges coming back as a 10, surfaces 9, and a centering as 9.5. So I'm more than happy with that. And second to last card, Decidueye Gx. So I had quite a few Hidden Fates cards actually sent off in this, and coming back as a 9.5 with centering on a 9, 9.5 on the surfaces, and corners and edges coming back as a 10. Beautiful card, one of my favourite shiny Pokemon actually ever made, Decidueye Gx. Rowlet is a great Pokemon, and Decidueye's shiny form is beautiful. Absolutely love the contrasting colours and the black and the silver and the dark green on it. Lovely card. And then, final card. As you can see, we've got Gengar V-Max from our Japanese high-class deck, and here is our so-so alt art that we got from our Gengar V-Max from our Gengar V-Max deck. This is the only deck I got. I got one of each with the Inteleon and Gengar in the hunt for these alt arts, and I got it. I was over the moon when I got this, and it come back as a 9.5 with 2 10 subgrades. So once again, on probably the card I wanted to get a 10 the most, we get Gengar V-Max in a 9.5. I love this card. Beautiful card. Look at the shimmer. Oh, honestly, I'm over the moon with these. My 2 Gengar cards coming back in a 9.5 and a 10. Absolutely unreal. Unbelievable. I'm going to put So-So there for a while. We've had some great grades. Honestly, I've been spoiled for choice. Gengar V-Max, the So-So artwork, is probably my favourite artwork to get. And we've pulled the English version on the channel as well, which I absolutely did not expect whatsoever. But let me know what is your favourite grade and card from this submission in the comments. There's a lot, I know I've asked a lot to put in the comments, but I'm just over the moon with this submission. I'm going to have to display these somewhere. I'm going to have to get a display now. I've got quite a few graded cards. But that's all. Up and Pigeon. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.